and God's promises. It is not 1% or 2%, 100%. You believe He will not, put you into a death. He will rescue your life, even if you are walking into the valley of, shadows. Even if you are, going through situations like, death is, coming to you, He will not let you down. When you believe, you hold the promise of God to fulfill in your life. So there was, another incident when Jesus Christ was on this world. There came a man, he was a centurion. He was not a follower of Jesus, or he was not a Jew, because by the time Jews were believing one God. And afterwards Jesus said, I am the Lord who came from the Father. I will go back to the Father. But they did not believe Jesus Christ. And this man was not either a Jew or, a follower of Jesus. But he had faith in Jesus Christ by looking at, what He is doing. It is not something, a human can do it. Unless he is from God, it cannot be done. So his servant was about to die, and he was, approaching Jesus Christ, and he was asking, Master, my servant is, severely, he is in a critical condition. And Jesus was asking, would you want me to, come and heal him? And then he said, no, I'm not deserved for you to come to my house and heal my servant. I'm not deserved, because I'm not either your follower or I'm not worthy person. I'm a centurion. There are more people working under me. If I tell somebody go, he goes. If I tell somebody come, he comes, because he respects my words. I believe you are from God, and everything on this world should obey God. You tell a word, my servant will be healed. Jesus Christ could not believe. Even the followers and the disciples who were looking at all the wonders He was doing, they did not have this kind of faith, because they thought He is telling God, and they could not interpret. But this man has never seen Jesus, has never been with Him, but he put a tremendous faith on Jesus. And Jesus said, go as you say, it will happen. And then he reached his house. At the right moment, when Jesus Christ said, as you say so, let it happen. At the right moment, his servant got healed. And that's where, that person acknowledged he is from God. So when we believe in God and God's promises, He will fulfill no matter whatever can happen, but He will fulfill. But when we look back, what happened to all these Israelites, none of them, they, whoever fought, whoever grumbled, whoever said we will go back, we will, go back and live as a slave, or, even we can die in the desert, that would be much better. They all died. God took them around 40 years. God said, you are not going forward. Just, take a U-turn, go around to the wilderness. As you wish, you die there. So all of them died. But after 40 years, all of them, new generation came. And God said, now I'm going to take all those they said, God is going to take them to, death. I'll take all their generations into this land. Now I'm going to give them this land to them. And now one of the person who said the last time, Caleb, he was still alive. You can imagine all of them died on his age, but he was still alive. Joshua, he was still alive. And now Moses was dead, and Joshua is taking all these people into the promised land. So at one point, they, they kill every enemy they are standing before them. And God gave them, tremendous victory. God gave all their enemies into their hands. They could, defeat them, and they all, scattered and ran away. That's how this modern day Israelites, entered into that land. And now, they captured almost all the places, but still, there are many cities they were not, captured. And now Caleb came and he said, God told me when I went to look at the land 40 years, back, and when I came back, with my faith, and God told, where you set your foot will belong to you. I will give this land to you. And till the day God, has protected me, I am not dead. And that day I was 40 years, now I am 85 years, and I have strength, more than that day. Now, as God said, I'm going to take the, mountain land. You give the mountain land, Hebron, to my generation. Still, the giants, sons are living there, but the God who has been with me, till today, He will be with me. I will defeat them. I will, take possession of the land. And then Joshua said, yes, God is a faithful God. God is never changing God. You can, go and you can take. As God said, He goes and He defeated all of them and take possession of the mountain, the land. So when you believe in God, no matter how many, what is happening to people around you, what is happening to, people who complain to you or, they grumble to, God or you. When you put your faith on God, He will never, put you into a disappointment. He will fulfill His promise into your life. Only thing you need to believe, you need to, trust God. When you are, facing situations, it looks like mountain, it looks like, a great wall or something you can never imagine. You can ask yourself, the life you are living today, no matter wherever you are, is that possible? Is that you imagined in your life any time before? But God has taken you until this far. And whatever, God says, He will fulfill in all your lifetime. Only thing you need to, decide. God told on that day, I set a blessing and curse before you. If you choose blessing, obey my commands, walk in my path. If you choose curse, that will follow you. And that day the Israelites, most of them chose a curse. As they chose curse, they all died in the wilderness. But Caleb and Joshua, they chose blessings. And the blessings continued. And the land, they acquired was a greater land than, anybody else got. Everybody afraid, they were giants. But Caleb said, this Lord will be with me, and He will deliver those giants into my hand. As God said, and when you put your faith in God, doesn't matter it is a mountain or it is a thing that you cannot solve on your own. The greater God is living in you, and He is standing with you. He will help you to overcome anything that you think it cannot be done. So nothing is impossible for God.